Hi everyone, welcome to the set of the mating game. Who here has been to a live taping of a television before? Yes. Woo! Television show. Oh, sorry, I'm a little new at this. All right, on the count of three, why don't you shout out what show you were present for? So 1, 2, 3!
Brady Bunch.
Wow, those all sound really special. Great. Well, I don't know if you can see the family resemblance. My name is Chester. I'm the younger brother of our host, Pat. She's so wonderful, and when she comes out, I want you all to give her a big standing applause. Okay, you don't have to stand, but big loud voices. Well, let's see, this is the mating game. Super awesome show. We have the craft services table over here. This is just for the contestants, and Pat, please don't eat any of it. If you do, I might get fired, and I don't want that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Sometimes we have breaks for commercials. If we do, please stay in your seats. We're just fixing the cameras. We're talking about all the people who sponsor us. But about halfway through the show, we're going to have a 15-minute union-mandated break. So you can all get up then. And there's actually a cash bar upstairs, so if you want to grab a drink, you can. All right, what else do we have to cover here? Oh, I got a couple signs here. So if I hold these up, feel free to follow instructions. So let's do this one. Very nice. You're a great audience. And how about this one? Great. And this one. Now, we had another one that was more like a sigh if something cute happens, but I accidentally spilled some pizza sauce on that. Whoops, I almost got fired for that. But sometimes if something sweet is happening, I might hold this upside down. So let's all practice that, okay? Aww. Very good. Well, thank you. This is going to be an amazing show. Let me make sure I covered everything. All right. Great, and well, I think that's about it. So we are going to cue the music, and remember, big, loud applause when Pat comes out. All right, Alex, in 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the mating game, the game show where one lucky bachelor or bachelorette gets to choose contestants. Our bachelor or bachelorette will ask a series of questions in order to see who will be the lucky one to steal their heart. The grand prize will be a full paid vacation to an exotic location. And now, without further ado, here's your host, Pat McKEISTER.
The cameras love me almost as much as you do. I am Pat McKEISTER. Thank you. What you've heard about me is true. I did do all of the stunts for Sean Connery in the James Bond movies. It's true. If you look very closely in Goldenfinger, you'll see it. So, a little bit more about me. You may not know that I come originally from a little place called Pleasant Hill, California. And show business is a wild game, and it wasn't my first profession. You might be interested to know that I used to be a notary public. So, when our Bachelorette decides to get married at the end of our show tonight, I'm going to be the one who notarizes the documentation, let's just say that. And I have very many hobbies, including dance, music, travel, food, and movies, of course, but you all know that already. So now you know more about me, Pat McKeister. And what you might not know is this show is very different from other dating television shows. You know, in those television shows, they ask the contestants some questions, and then at the end of the night, they choose who they want to go on a date with. Okay? This show's kind of different. This show, they're deciding who they'd like to spend the rest of their lives with. And it's legally binding, might I add.
Wow.
So this show is very serious, okay? When we ask questions, we're going to have to pretend what it's like in the future of the relationship. We can't just ask those little light topical questions. We got to get to the meat of what a relationship with a person would really be like. So buckle up, because this is going to be a very interesting show! Woo! So let's go ahead and bring out our wonderful contestants! Handsome, ladies and gentlemen! It's getting hot here! Don't pay too much attention to my big sweat, okay? A lady doesn't sweat too much, am I right? Okay. Let's meet contestant number 1. Step forward, contestant number 1. Coming all the way from Omaha, Nebraska, we have Mark. And Mark is a farmer.
Go Mark.
What do you farm? Do you farm vegetables or animals?
I farm vegetables and animals because I am a full spectrum farmer.
Thank you, Chad. Now sit back, sit back. Sit back. Thank you. Okay, and contestant number 2.
Woo! Ow!
Contestant number 2 is an electrician
Ooh.
from Motown. I didn't know you would be from there. But please say hello to Daniel.
Daniel!
Thank you, Daniel. Back now. And finally, contestant number 3, step forward.
Woo! Woo!
Contestant number 3 comes from Las Vegas, Nevada,
Yeah!
where he is a homemaker. Please give it up for James. Now, those are 3 wonderful contestants, and any lady would be lucky to go home with any of them. But only one of them is going to win tonight. So, without further ado, let's bring out our lovely Bachelorette! Our Bachelorette comes from Martinez, California. Where I'm from originally before I moved to New York and got this accent. And from Martinez, California, she is a director of human resources. Please give it up for Marjorie. Okay, thank you very much. Now, very exciting. Are you ready, Marjorie?
Oh, I'm more than ready.
You are going to have to make a big decision tonight. Okay, and to begin things, we are going to start with the first date round. The first date round, we get to know a little bit about the bachelors, the contestants, sorry, and we are going to pretend we are on a first date with each of them. Find out a little bit what it would be like to go out with each of them. So go ahead, Marjorie.
All right. Contestant number 1, Mark, is it?
Oh, yeah.
I love Mexican food. And I'd love for us to go to Taco Bell for our first date. Now, imagine, I'm an enchilada, saucy and delicious. What are you?
I am a big bean burrito!
How exciting.
And I want you to know that I'm gonna pay for that date. I'm gonna save up 4 months of my farmer's salary to take you to Taco Bell.
That sounds wonderful. What will we do after?
After we're done, I'm gonna pick up one of those fancy paper napkins they have there, and I'm gonna wipe that hot sauce off of your luscious lips, baby. And then I'm gonna take you out back into the parking lot beneath that moon, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, te amo mucho."
Oh.
Muchas gracias.
Much like Taco Bell, contestant number 1 is cheesy. Let's go ahead and ask contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2, we're on our first date. We're at dinner and there's music playing in the background, and it's the Beatles. My very favorite group. And my very favorite Beatle is Ringo. So you want to impress me, right, on this first date?
Yes, that was a yes.
Good answer. Give me your best Ringo and tell me what you think of me as we eat dinner.
Oh, you are a very nice young lady. I would take you down under the sea to an octopus's garden. Dance you with all of my rhythms.
There's definitely going to be a second date.
I had an affair with Ringo Starr once, and let's just say, good impression.
Does that take you back? Oh, Pat, remember the good times we had. Perhaps maybe if we don't get a date here, we can get a date there. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Contestant number 3, you are from Las Vegas.
That's right.
Oh, I am a huge Elvis fan.
The king, of course.
Now tell me, knowing that about me, where are you going to take me on our first date?
Well, it's funny that you should mention that you love Elvis, because he actually owes me a favor.
What?
Yeah, I taught him how to fold laundry. Blue suede shoes ain't gonna fold themselves. So for our first date, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go down to the strip. I know of a private little farmer's market. I'm gonna select the best fresh produce for you. I'm gonna go back to my pad at the Bellagio. I'm gonna make you a delicious meal. 5-layer lasagna. You like Italian food?
I love Italian food.
You like Frank Sinatra?
I love Frank
Then
Sinatra.
we're gonna go to a Frank Sinatra show. He owes me a favor. I taught him how to make a quiche Lorraine. So we'll go to a Frank Sinatra show. I'll wine and dine. Because when I saw you walk out, I knew I flopped a full house.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
So, can I ask more questions about our first date? Or?
Yes.
So, it's our first date again. We've left Taco Bell. We've done our little Spanish speaking. Can I say, Mark, it's too early to go home. Where do you take us next?
I take you out to a dance club, baby, because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about the move.
Ooh.
And show me some of those moves. Let's say we go to a go-go dance.
Oh yeah! And I have to tell you something. In that beautiful light of the go-go bar, you look hot.
Oh, what about when the lights go up?
You look hotter.
Oh, yes. Ringo.
Oh.
Tell me a little bit about what your favorite first date is to take a moment on.
Ooh, well, if it was our first date, I would probably take you home to my place where I'd have the mood set with the sounds of the Temptations playing on the record player. I would light some candles and I would make you a really, really delicious dinner.
And what would that be?
That would probably be macaroni and cheese. Can you dig that? I think you can.
Really? All right. Contestant number 3. Tell me about the worst first date you ever had.
You see, I met this girl. Her name was Cheryl, right? I met her that night on the strip at the Sands Casino. Hey. Her name was Cheryl. We met her at the Sands Casino. She was, at that time, the most beautiful angel I had ever laid eyes on. Of course, before I saw you, of course. And I said to myself, if I could find a girl like this in a crummy joint like this, then this must be a good omen. So I tell her, hey, I want you to be my date tonight. So she was my date. We went and I showed her how to properly do bleach on the floor of your bathroom floor and all that kind of stuff. She really was impressed by that. You know, a guy like me, you don't think I'm a homemaker, you know what I mean? But so we went out for a few times, and then I have kind of I would say, well, a deep interest in gambling. So my favorite gambling table is the craps table. She blows the dice. I lose everything. This was a long time ago.
And you blame her for that?
Not necessarily, but it was not a good date, I'll tell you that. But that's in the past, and I'm being vulnerable to share that with you.
I really appreciate your vulnerability.
Good.
Okay. Wonderful first date round.
Woo!
3 very interesting dates, all very different. We got a taste of what each one is like. But now we're going to go into the get to know each other round. And the get to know each other round, we are going to pretend that we've been dating for about 1 month. What kind of things might come up if you've been dating someone for 1 month? So, without further ado, Marjorie, ask your questions.
Contestant number 3. We've been going out for a month.
Ooh.
Imagine we've decided that it's time for you to meet my parents.
Huh.
I'm so close to my parents. They mean the world to me. So it's very, very important that you make a good impression on them.
Well, they say a way to a parent's heart is through their stomach. But not only will I get to them through their stomach, but also through their mind, and especially their heart here. You see, I would find out more about your family, see what kind of interests they have, hobbies, and tailor a beautiful evening based on what you love about your parents. And I love that you love your parents. And that means a lot to me because I want to be a family man myself one day.
That's perfect. That's just perfect.
Yeah.
Aww.
Go
Aww.
on in. So if they wanted possibly to live with us then, that would be okay?
I'll consider it! I'll consider.
Okay, all right. Contestant number 2. Same question. Would it be okay if I invited my dear, dear parents, my dear elderly, somewhat sickly parents, to live with us? If the meeting goes well, of course.
So, we're meeting your parents. It goes well. Now, we're inviting them to live with us in our house. I think this is a great thing. I think it's a wonderful thing. How much older than you are your parents? We could probably connect on music, is what I'm saying. Everybody's talking about this new rock and roll that's happening these days, but I tell you what, the golden era, that was Motown. That's the golden era of music, you know? The Four Tops, the Temptations, Aretha Franklin, Motown, you know? That was the golden era. So if your parents can, jive with me on that, then everything's going to be copacetic.
Okay, but what about, like, the Beatles? And Elton John.
Well, that's
and the Archies.
That's that British the Archies. That's a different thing that's happening, and I can dig it. I understand that that's what people are listening to, but for me, it doesn't get better than Motown. And are your parents big Beatles fans? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I am.
I get that, but this is about your parents, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm the one you'd be marrying.
Whoa! 1 month. This is getting serious.
All right.
That's it.
One.
I'm done. You finished with me now?
I'm finished. Mark.
Woo!
We've been going out a month, right? So imagine now, we're on the farm, and you've taken me to meet your parents. Tell me, what is it like?
Well, Marjorie, I can only take you to meet my ma. You see, my pa, he ain't with us in the family anymore. I don't like to talk about it, although I do very frequently. You see, one day, round about 5 a.m., my pa went out to start up the John Deere tractor, as he always does, and plow the great southern field. But on that day, I noticed something. He left his pack of Marlboro Reds on the kitchen table. He never rides that tractor without his Marlboro Reds. So I went out to tell him that he left his Marlboro Reds on the table, and when I got out there, I saw that tractor going way past the south field. And on to Interstate 201. And I never saw my pop again. But my ma, she's still kicking, and that's not easy to do with just her one leg. So I introduce you to my ma, and I'd say, Ma, this is Marjorie, the woman of my dreams.
And I'd say, very, very pleased to meet you, and I'm sorry about your husband. And then what would she say?
Well, first she might spit, but that's not about you. That's because she has an extra large salivary gland. And she just has to spit a lot. But after she's done spitting, then she'll probably say, wow. And then she'd say, this is the nicest girl you've ever brought to the farm.
Really? Have you ever brought other women to the farm?
No.
Wow! I feel like I certainly know more about our contestants now. And we are soon going to find out a little bit more about their history right after this break.
We're out, everyone. Stay in your seats. Okay, we'll be right back.
Excuse me.
Hi, yes, ma'am.
I need to speak to James.
Yes, go right ahead. Be quick.
James. Yes. It's Sheila.
I don't got anything for you to blow this time, okay? So don't
Listen,
give bad luck.
I knew I'd find you one day. And I knew I'd come and get you for ruining my reputation.
I ruined your reputation.
You told everybody in Vegas that I blew your fortune.
Your bad luck. Listen, I can't have you here. This is really important for me. I don't want you to screw this up for me either.
How do you think life has been for me? I was dating Sammy Davis Jr. right before I met you. I gave up Sammy to go out with you the one time.
I didn't tell you to give up anybody. You're a grown woman. You made your own choices.
You go around and tell the whole community that I'm bad luck. I don't appreciate that. Furthermore, I'm the one that turned you on to Tide detergent.
Yeah, well, what do you want from me then?
James, I want you to have a life of bad luck, just like you've given me. Let me blow on you for
Wait a
bad luck.
No! No!
Woo! Woo! Sheila.
It doesn't feel good. I don't like those snake eyes of yours. All right? You come and did what you had to do. So get out of here, okay?
You don't deserve nobody as good as that Marjorie. Look out for this one. Bad news.
No, it's not bad news, Marjorie. It's only good news, I promise you.
Look, a girl's just saying.
That was my past.
Chester,
Hey, am I doing a good job?
you're okay, buddy. You know, I'm proud of you.
Thanks. After I got fired from working at the McDonald's, I didn't know if I'd get another job, so thank you for giving me a